Welcome to Live Alive. In today's video we'll start with Jurgen Klopp regrets not using Harvey Elliott more. Jurgen Klopp will leave Liverpool at the end of the season, and it's fair to say he won't be leaving with many regrets. Indeed, the German has given his all to this football club and has led them to incredible successes over the years. However, speaking in his press conference ahead of the game against Aston Villa, Klopp has shared one regret he does carry from his time at Liverpool recently. The manager says that one regret he does have is that Harvey Elliott didn't play enough this season, claiming that he was perhaps Liverpool's best player in early 2024, but due to players returning from injury, he's had to spend a lot of time on the bench. Klopp spoke about the £4 million man and how much he has played, a great game for both Elliott and Cody Gakpo. It's not like this where I go back and think what did I do wrong here or there, but if I regret one thing it's that Harvey didn't play often enough maybe. It was a very important and intense period. In January, a lot of injuries, he played really good, probably our best player, right wing, midfield, but everybody came back, minutes here, minutes there, and he didn't start anymore. Klopp said. Klopp regrets not using Elliott more often, but at the same time, we can sympathise with the German here. Elliott, despite being in the first team picture at Liverpool for a long time now, is still only 20 years old, and whether you like it or not, a player of that age has to be protected in a lot of ways. It's hard to blame Klopp for turning towards more tried and tested options in the middle of a title race while the Reds were chasing a quadruple. In hindsight, perhaps Elliott should have played more, but at the same time, in the heat of the moment, Klopp's selection decisions were understandable. Klopp has massively helped Elliott with his development over the past few years, and next term, he should be ready to kick on under onslaught. Liverpool back away from signing Murillo. The Reds have a new incoming manager in onslaught, while Michael Edwards' return and the appointment of Richard Hughes means the club will have a new strategy going into the summer. Of course, the Reds could do with a few new signings in a number of positions in the squad. In defence, the inability to field a regular partner alongside Virgil van Dijk has been a problem all season for Jurgen Klopp. With that in mind, a new centre-half wouldn't go amiss in the summer window for the Reds. However, it looks like one potential signing, Nottingham Forest defender Murillo, is someone Liverpool won't be signing this summer. According to a report from The Telegraph, Forest star Murillo is a target for a number of top European clubs this summer. He only cost Forest £11 million, and there is a belief at the City ground that they could well end up getting around £70 million for the Brazilian. However, Liverpool and Arsenal's interest in Murillo is named in the report, and rather disappointingly for the Reds, it suggested a step back has been taken. It's claimed both Liverpool and Arsenal like the look of Murillo, but as of now, the interest in signing him has cooled a touch. Quite whether that £70 million price tag is the reason, is open to debate. It's safe to say Forest look to have made a bit of a bargain signing in Murillo. The South American has been great in their back line and looks every bit a defender who can go on to big things, given he is still just 21. Liverpool scouting Bradley Locko. Liverpool, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Tottenham, West Ham and Crystal Palace are set to watch Brest defender Bradley Locko as they weigh up moves to sign him this summer, sources have told Football Insider. The 6 Premier League clubs are sending scouts to cast an eye over Locko when his side faces Reims on Friday, the 10th of May. The French left-back has been a standout player for the League One club this season as they close in on a place in the Champions League. Brest are aware of the growing interest in the 22-year-old and have given an exclusive mandate to FIFA agent Willie McKay to speak to clubs interested in any of their players ahead of the transfer window reopening. The French side are bracing themselves for offers to sign Locko and are unlikely to reject any sizable bids that may come in to acquire his services this summer. The defender is under contract until 2027. Locko is expected to be named in the League One team of the season following his impressive displays during this campaign. He has been ever present for Brest, starting in each of his side's 32 league games and notching 3 assists. The left-back only joined the Brittany-based club permanently from Reims last summer after enjoying a successful loan in the second half of last season. Football Insider revealed on the 7th of May that Liverpool, Aston Villa and West Ham are all considering making bids to sign Locko this summer. The defender will now have a chance to impress each of those sides when their scouts watch him in action against his former side Reims. Liverpool could pay $65 million release clause for Dani Olmo. The Reds have frequently started games with some combination of Wataru End, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai in midfield, for players who were not at the club last season. With no prior shared playing history to call upon, they have had to form relationships immediately. They have settled well, alongside Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones. All will be at the club next season, and while one midfielder who missed almost all of 2023-24 through injury will leave, Thiago Alcantara, another will return to continue his development, Stefan Bajcetti. The Reds are inevitably linked with further signings in midfield, though, and they look set to face competition from 3 other members of the Premier League's Big Six for one reported target. RB Leipzig midfielder Dani Olmo is rumoured to be leaving the Bundesliga club at the end of this season. Spanish outlet Sport has claimed Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United along with Liverpool are potential destinations for the 26-year-old. He supposedly has a $65 million release clause in his contract, and it would repeat a familiar pattern if the Reds did do a deal with the Bundesliga side, having bought Szoboszlai, Ibrahima Konate and more from Leipzig. Olmo started both legs of the Reds Champions League round of 16 tie with RB Leipzig in 2020-21, which was held entirely at the Puskás Arena in Hungary thanks to COVID restrictions. Liverpool won both matches 2-0, each game seeing goals from Sadio Mané and Mohamed Salah. With 33 appearances and 8 goals for Spain, Olmo is likely to be in action at Euro 2024 this season. A combination of knee and shoulder injuries earlier this season meant he missed the majority of the qualifying campaign, but he returned to score in a 3-3 friendly draw with Brazil in March. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support Live Alive.